Kavita Sahai from HaveBigPlans.com. We connect entrepreneurs to their big plans via amazing coaches and amazing content, which is why we're here today with Lyndsi.
Hello, Lyndsi Stafford with Illuminate Marketing. Overall, we provide Fortune 500 social media without the Fortune 500 price.
Awesome. So social media strategy, I feel like, is such a hot topic because some people use it for lead gen, some people use it for awareness, some people aren't really sure what they're using it for. So what are your thoughts? How should companies think about their social media strategy?
So before just jumping on and starting to post, I think it is really important to sit down and think, okay, what is it that I really want to achieve when going on social media? A lot of times, obviously, if you have a product or e-commerce, that's definitely what you're going to focus on is purchasing those products. And
so have a goal, right?
Have a goal in mind. And then if you are in the service business, social media really is the perfect place to be able to get your name out there, gain brand awareness, and show everybody your knowledge and provide that knowledge to your target market.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I feel like my clients that are consumer product companies have a little bit better using it as a lead gen or a place where people are discovering and actually purchasing. Whereas on the services side, I feel like it's a way for them to get to know you, and it's more of a differentiation than necessarily a place that you're getting a direct lead, although I guess it could be.
It can be, but especially right now with the internet, when it comes to the service business, we're always looking up online to see recommendations. We're getting it word of mouth, we're looking up reviews. And so by staying top of mind and providing people knowledge and information in your service,
Right.
That's when they're going to see you and go, okay, wow, Lyndsi really does know what she's talking about. I'm going to give her a phone call. So that's a really big part about social media. Is I think people are always like, I posted something. Why am I not getting a million phone calls?
Or likes.
And so that's why it's really important to remember that social media is a really great place to foster your credibility and your business.
Which is so true, because so many times when someone recommends something, of course I look it up online immediately.
Yeah.
And then it's sort of like, does their message resonate with me, right? Or does it, so maybe it's not the discovery, but then it's in the research.
Yeah.
That you're there, okay, they have more than 2 followers, they're
Absolutely.
a real company, there's something behind it.
It's a puzzle, so making sure that you have every single piece in place.
Right, so then it's really about the platforms, right? So, there's so many now, I feel like, Periscope, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram,
And there's more and more each
and there's
day.
more and more Snapchat, I know.
Yeah.
So I know there's some thoughts that you should just create some content and repurpose it across all the different channels. I guess what's your thought on that?
So, you kind of hit the nail on the head. We don't try to create one post and then just send it out to every single channel. And the reason for that is this. Every single social media channel is different. So if you're going to do a post on LinkedIn, you're not going to put hashtags on there. LinkedIn doesn't use hashtags. It doesn't make any sense. So it's okay to use the same type of content on Facebook, on Instagram, and on LinkedIn, but it needs to be repurposed. And then obviously, Twitter, you have a limited amount of characters. Instagram is more image-based. You can't do videos longer than a minute. So when you do post, you have to keep that in mind, that each single social media channel needs to be tweaked a little bit when it comes to your content.
Right, so I guess you can repurpose content, but it has to be tweaked a little bit
Right.
for each platform.
I wouldn't suggest just going on Hootsuite and just clicking the send button to every single channel. Let's sit down and go, okay, on Instagram, let's tweak it to make it fit with Instagram. I can do more hashtag on Instagram versus Facebook. You don't use as many hashtags. It's just not as popular on there. So kind of making sure you tweak your content per social media channel.
Yeah, absolutely. Like on Instagram, I heard the recommendation is 30 hashtags, right?
Yeah.
Versus if someone saw 30 hashtags on Facebook, I think they would be completely turned off, right?
Right.
So
You're scrolling through and it's just like hashtag, vomit everywhere. I'm just going to keep scrolling. So absolutely.
But I am a huge fan of repurposing content. I feel like you can take a blog post, take the picture, put it on
yeah.
Instagram, right? And tweet something about it, and then make a video of you watching it, reading it or something for YouTube. So I think, repurposing content is great. But so many times you put things out there and then nobody likes you.
Mm-hmm. Well, so I kind of look at that, social media, they started the party, back in 2005?
Yeah.
And the party's getting bigger and bigger. You have your second grade teachers come to the party. Your grandma is now at the party. So
Yes.
how do you become the life of the party? How do you stick out?
Yes, I love that.
And so for, we've been doing this for almost 10 years now, and after seeing post after post, we're kind of starting to see some tricks on how to increase engagement. And what we mean by engagement is increasing the reactions, the likes on your posts, comments, shares. And so we put together 6 surefire ways of how to increase engagement on your own social media channels, and we're here today to provide that to you.
Awesome. All right, well, let's jump right to that so our viewers can see it.
Perfect. Thanks.
All right, and here we are, as promised, with 6 surefire ways to increase engagement. Take it away.
All right, make sure to have your pen and piece of paper handy, because we have some really great tips for you, starting with probably the most important one, images. Images are so important when it comes to social media posting. Let's say you're in line at Starbucks, you're scrolling through your feed, you see an image that's going to catch your attention, and then you stop. You may scroll up a little bit to read the messaging and then take some sort of action, whether it is liking it, commenting, or sharing. So it's that image that really is the bait that catches your attention. So number 1, make sure it's captivating. Number 2, get the right sizing. So every single image on each social media channel is different. So the one you're looking at right now is Facebook. It's the standard Facebook post. That's 1,000 by 1,000. But Instagram is going to be different. Twitter is going to be different. So make sure you actually resize your images accordingly. To find out those images, you can definitely just Google it. There's so much information online that tells you what the standard sizes are. In regards to the type of images, so over time, just from A/B testing, we've learned that women do better than men.
No surprise there.
No surprise there. So men look at women and women look at women, and that's just how it goes. So if you have to debate between posting a photo with a woman or a man, I'm going to suggest that you use the woman. Abstract photos. So people are so used to seeing photos of other people. So by having kind of a close-up of something a little bit more abstract, that actually catches people's attention pretty well. So I would encourage using that. Puppies, babies, cats, I mean, that goes without saying. They're filled in our news feeds, but they get us every time. So it doesn't hurt to use that. And then too much, so I'm actually skipping over that. So avoiding stock photos. So this is actually really, really important. Those terrible photos of the person, with like thumbs up, basically the one on the right. I just cringe looking at it. That just, when people see that, they're just going to scroll right by. So I would suggest more authentic looking photos. A really great site is Pexels, PEXELS.com. You can get some really great photos that are not stocky at all, and it's free, which is great. So I would suggest looking there. The last thing is too much text. So Facebook will actually penalize you for that. If you have too much text in your photo, your reach goes down, which in turn, may affect your engagement. So try not to have too much text on your post. Keep it to a headline, sub-headline. If you need to elaborate further, you can do it in the messaging up top.
Yeah, absolutely. People don't want to see text. And Canva is an amazing tool as well to put the text on your image in a cool and fun way, sort of like you've done here.
Absolutely. Canva is great, especially if you don't have that Photoshop experience or a graphic designer. Canva allows you to make some beautiful graphics without having to have those tools. Tapping into what's trending. So I like to say this is like our secret sauce here. So there's a lot of non-traditional holidays on social media. So, National Wine Day, Dog Day. In particular, the examples that we're showing is May the 4th be with you. That's Star Wars Day. So we utilize these non-traditional holidays and find a way to tie it into our clients. It really does catch people's attention. It showcases your humor, your creativity. It really breaks the clutter. So I would suggest Googling non-traditional holidays. There's literally one every single day, if not like 5 every single day. So pick out the ones that tie to your brand. Don't go crazy and do every single one, but there's certain ones I'm sure that can fit to your brand that you can put a little brain power behind and really get some great posts from that. Also, what's trending on Facebook and Twitter. So right on the coattails of what's already viral. A good example in the right-hand corner with the gentleman holding the unicorn frappuccino, that was a big hit one day. And so we try to find a way to tie it into what he's all about. And it did extremely well because people are already talking about it. So why not jump into that conversation and get your brand out there? Couple other examples is a dentist client, Floss Me Baby One More Time. A lot of the time, we have so much fun with her because a lot of people are scared of going to the dentist.
Sure.
And so when they see posts like this, they realize, okay, she's not scary. She's human. She likes to have some fun. And so it's okay to think outside the box when it comes to your social media channels. Don't worry about always having to be, professional all the time. Showcase some humor in what you're all about. The next is encouraging engagement. So this is definitely a surefire way to get engagement on your post. On the right-hand side is a really good example, which is really popular on Facebook right now, is polling and using reactions to poll. So here, instead of just showcasing the products, now you're encouraging people to tell us, what is your favorite product out of the 4 of these? And they do this by hovering over the like button and picking the reaction based off of the product they like best. We get a lot of engagement by doing things like this, so something to consider for your own social media channels. Sunrise paddleboards, you go ahead and you tag somebody. So you use, the @ and then type in the first letter, and then that's the person that you're tagging, and that's your next paddleboard partner. And so we utilize that to encourage comments, and because of that, someone's now tagged and they see the post as well. So voting, commenting, encouraging, answering, when you ask questions, encouraging people to answer in the comments. There's so many different ways.
I also find if you just, even on a normal post, say, hey, tag somebody that needs to hear this, or tag somebody you think needs, that agrees with this, or anything like that, tag, ask a question, but asking for it is going to get it too.
Right. Having that call to action will, of course, increase engagement. So advertising, Facebook has gotten pretty cluttered, and Instagram is now also offering advertising in this same exact portal. Because of the amount of people posting and brands posting, it is very hard to organically get engagement. So we do encourage to put a little bit of dollars behind what you're posting day to day. Now, the benefit of this is you can get extremely granular on who you're getting in front of. So you can pick the location, gender, male, female, what interests they may have, certain behaviors if they buy these type of products, their job, life events, whether it's anniversary, birthdays, etc. I mean, the sky is the limit. So it's not like you're just, spending money just to, pay for engagement. You're really not. You're spending money to get in front of the exact target audience that you want to get in front of, which is really key here.
No, I agree, and a good boosted post is, can go viral. That's
absolutely
sort of how that happens, right?
So we do encourage a little bit of ad dollars behind our posts. Another thing too, I've noticed over time and time again, be authentic. Don't be afraid to showcase what's going on inside your company. Just taking the standard photos. So show the real you. Facebook Live is also really great to be, because it's live. You can't practice. You can't rehearse. It's right. Whatever, it's whatever is going on.
Which is why I think a lot of people are nervous about it, but it's good to do.
They want it because then it's going to really show the real you. Behind the scenes, so let's say you're doing, a video, you're a photographer and you're doing, a shoot, like get some behind the scenes. People want to see that. That's the reason why I follow you, is I want to see a little bit more. Throwback Thursday, if you get your team to bring in photos of when they were little, people would love that. They want to show that you are human. Team events, you're going to birthday parties or you're volunteering for something, take those photos, get that online, because I'm certain that those photos are going to do significantly better than a stock photo. Next is tagging or regramming. So when you get user-generated content, and what I mean by user-generated content is, let's say somebody takes a photo of themselves and posts with your product, that you make sure to tag them and give them credit where credit is due. So a good example is this here in the corner. She bought this product. She wanted to tag us and let us know how much she loved it. So of course we're gonna tag her back and say thank you so much for sharing. And now she's excited because we posted her photo, we regrammed it, and now her friends are gonna see that as well. Another thing that I always like to do if I'm posting an article that I really like, and in addition to posting the medium in which it's on, so let's say instead of just saying New York Times or Washington Post, I will find the author of that article, find out what their Twitter handle is, and then tag them. I would say 99% of the time they will end up retweeting me, and as a result, I'm going to get more people, I'm going to get in front of more people. So that's just a little hack that I like to do every time.
And that is it.
That is it. Thank you so much for your time today. We hope that you enjoyed our presentation, and
you get more engagement.
Good luck.